You hear that stuff? It's that shit like, man.
All right, here we are back at the Octagon for Game 3 of 3 between the Tau, Third Sphere Expansion, and Dan's Necron Tomb World. So, if you don't know the list, here they are. What you got over there, Dan, on the Necron side?
Well, let's go over it again. It hasn't changed since game 2. I think I changed in game 1 going into 2. But anyway, 8 scarabs.
All right.
Bases. 3 annihilation barges. That's my heavy. That's one of my fasts. I got 1 Necron Destroyer Lord. That is not my Warlord.
All right.
With 6 wraiths.
All right.
Okay. 2 with whipcords.
2 with whipcoils.
Whipcoils. I always say whipcoils.
All right.
Then I've got my. This is my Lord, the black one. And of course they both have Mind Shackle Scarabs, Sempiternal Weave, and War Scythe.
Okay.
And so that puts them at an armor save 2. And then I've got another unit of 6. This is Alpha, and this is Ventari.
Okay.
I just changed that recently. And then whip coils on those.
2 whip coils.
2 whip coils in that. And then in reserve are 4 Night Scythes.
All right.
With 5 warriors in each, so that's 20 warriors.
Okay, I like my croissants with butter and ham, please.
That's right.
A little bit of Swiss. That'd be perfect.
We can do that.
All right, so for the Tau, we're going to run Tau Empire allying with the Farside Enclave.
Castle.
So I got 2 Sky Rays, one there, Disruption Pods, and Sensor Spines. I'm going to run a Riptide out of the main book with the Ion Accelerator and Fusion Blaster, Skyfire, and Early Warning Override. And then I'm going to run a Commander, the Bat Belt Commander. I did also put Vectored Retro Thrusters on him so he can hit and run. And then this is going to be out of the Farside Enclave book, the Riptide with the Earthcast Array, Heavy Burst Cannon with the Smart Missile System. And then I'm going to run the Ethereal out of the Farside Enclave. And then he's going to be in with 11 Fire Warriors and a Devilfish. And then I've got another Devilfish with 12 Fire Warriors. I've got 2 units of 2 Tetras with Disruption Pods. And in reserves, I've got the 3 Crisis Suits. I know those are plasmas and missiles, but they really have 2 Fusion Blasters apiece, and 2 of them have target lock, so I can split fire. And then I'm going to run a unit of Kroot with a Hound and a Shaper. It's 15 Kroot plus a Shaper and a Hound. The Kroot are going to outflank. The Crisis Suits are going to go ahead and deep strike. And we're going to play, we rolled up Emperor's Will primary and Crusade secondary for the second time in the Grudge match. So Dan has his Emperor's Will objective. I think it's back there in that ruin. Oh, there it is, right there in that ruin. And then my objective is over here. And then the Crusade objectives are there, and there. And I won the roll to pick sides, and I kind of put all the objectives here on this side, hoping Dan would set up right across, thinking I was going to castle there. And then I actually castled up on the other side, so that hopefully I can shoot them off and keep those wraiths off me, but we'll see what happens. So
you announced your Warlord trait?
Oh, my Warlord trait is I can give the unit he's with Skyfire for 1 turn. Dan's Warlord trait is he gets to roll 2d6 for his run rolls, and all units within, or actually he gets to roll 2d6 for his run rolls for all units within 12 inches of his Warlord. So that's it. As it stands now, Dan's going to go first. He won the roll to deploy first and go first, but I'm going to seize the initiative right here. So here's the 6. Oh, shit. Roll the 5.
That's all 3 games.
So
I got first turn.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, once you won it. Once I gave it to you, and now you won it again. So, all right, guys. So we'll be back. Here's kind of broad picture there, there's three of the 5 objectives there. There's the
Straight out of medieval.
line for Necrons, and there's my castle all done up.
Medievalness.
Yeah, so we'll be back after Necron half of turn 1. So middle of turn 1, we'll be back. All right, here we are, middle of turn 1. Dan moved up and ran. Actually, his Warlord trait did him pretty good. He got 2. I think he ran a 5 and a 6, and then a 4 for the Scarabs or something. So that Warlord trait really helped him out. Took a couple shots with the Annihilation Barges at my Skyray. He got 2 glances, but it's night fight, so I made 2 saves. I made a 5 and a 6 coverage save. So good to go. We'll be back after Tau turn 1. We're going to see what we can do, man. It's going to be tough. I'm going to have to marker him up and really do some damage. So we'll be back. All right, here we are. End of turn 1. Kind of spread out the castle a little bit. Moved the Riptides up. Shot the Ion Accelerator there. And was able to clip a Wraith, doubled them out. And then the Heavy Burst Cannon opened up on the Scarabs. Wiped them out. And that's about it. So first blood to the Tau. And we will be back at the middle of turn 2. All right, here we are, middle of turn 2. Dude, Dan, I messed up, and he made me pay. I put my Devilfish out there with the Ethereal by himself to try to sneak him around. Those freaking Wraiths busted out and busted up my freaking deal.
Yeah.
I figured I could cheese him. Figured I could entice him to get the Riptide there with the commander.
Not gonna happen.
And he did not bite. He made the right call. So good job there. And then these Wraiths with the Destroyer Lord blew up my Skyray. So his shooting wasn't too great, but his assault made up for it. He did get a glance or a pen and a 1 on the result there. So I'm shooting snapshots with my Skyray, which also hurts. So. All right, guys, we'll be back at the end of turn 2. All right, here we are. Crisis Suits dropped in. They ripped off the Tesla Destructor off that one and took a hull point and then blew up the second anti-barge. Dude, my crew came on, and I rolled 6 hits on snapshots to hit the back of that thing, and then I couldn't get any freaking Rens, so... That was, I thought I was going to get something when I rolled those 6 hits, like all those freaking 6s show up for the hits. But anyways, the big story of the game of this turn was I was able to take out the Wraiths and the Destroyer Lord. Basically turned around, marker lit with the Tetras and the snap firing Skyray. I was able to get 7 markers on him, and I just lit him up. Like, shot, triple tap that unit of 12 Fire Warriors, all this stuff, just unloaded on him, and was able to take him out. So we'll see. I still got this unit sitting on my doorstep. I was able to hopefully block him off with a couple units of Riptide, or 2 Riptides and a Commander. So that's it. We'll be back at the middle of turn 3. All right, here we are, middle of turn 3. Dan kind of swooped in with his Night Scythe, came in from reserves there, shot, killed 4 Kroot. He turned his Doom Scythe, Night Scythe from over there and backed up his anti-barge, shot at my Crisis Suits, luckily only did 1 wound. And he got boned. Like, this building has no walls or no windows in the corners, and he immobilized himself. So he has, like, literally 0 targets that he could shoot at. So he got kind of boned there. But he was able to get the assault off on my Riptide. We tied combat at 2 wounds apiece. And that's it. So, he did fly off 2 of his Night Scythes, though. So he's got 2 more Night Scythes that'll come in next turn. And that's it. So here's kind of a layout. We're all fighting over there, and I've got a bad feeling that I'm not going to be able to make it around to grab some objectives. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back at the end of turn 3. All right, here we are, end of turn 3. I did some shooting. I was able to shoot the crisis suits at the, I marker lit the barge and the night sight that were there with pretty much my tetras, my sky ray and my tetras over there. We're able to marker light, and then they did work and took them out. My freaking Riptide sucks. Even with tank hunters, I did one glance. Freaking bullshit. But luckily my crisis suits picked them up. Fire Warriors moved on to that Crusade objective, and right here was 2 wounds on the Riptide and 2 wounds to the Wraiths with the Destroyer Lord, so another drawn combat. Next combat I will lose, so that's not good for me. I'm gonna have to shoot the shit out of them. So we'll be back at the middle of turn 4. All right, here we are. Dan did some work on my crew. He killed 5 or 6 more there. I made my leadership. He did 2 wounds there on my crisis suit, so took 1 out and then put a wound on another one, which hurts. And then over here, the slap fight continues. He did no wounds on me, luckily this turn, and I got a freaking smash attack on one of his wraiths. So that's it, man. I've got to take out some of these night sides because I tried to play a little freaking game here, and I think I'm going to pay the price. Like, I was trying to get him to focus everything on that side of the table, and I think he caught on. So he's going to try to pick off my little Griblies here that I was going to try to sneak on and play hide and seek with, and I think he's going to end up shooting them up, but we'll see. So those Warriors walked on, and they're grabbing that objective, but I'm going to swing back there and take them out. So, all right, we'll be back at the... That was his turn, so we'll be back at the end of turn 4. All right, here we are, end of turn 4. He was able to finish up that Riptide, put the last wound on it. I was able to pop a night side there and take out 5 Warriors back there. And that's about it. So we'll be back at the middle of turn 5. It's tight. Like, I'm trying to run onto some objectives back here. He's trying to kill me, and he's going to fly on with a croissant and try to dump some dudes out, try to grab some objectives. It's turn 5, so we'll see. We'll be back. All right, here we are. Dan swooped in with the 2 Night's Eyes, took out my crisis suits, left my crew alone. So right now he's holding that objective and that Crusade objective. That's an Emperor's Will. I messed up, dude. I was totally supposed to charge that unit the last turn, on my last turn. Brain fart, and I did not, so he got on my troops. Luckily, he was stubborn and was able to hold, but I'm not sure what good that's going to do. He walked his troops on there to grab that Emperor's Will right there, but I'm going to shoot him off, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be tight. I'm going to have to do some shenanigans. I think I outsmarted myself and got stupid. So, all right, we'll be back at the end of turn 5.
That'll teach you from the castle on the other side of your objective.
Nah, I think I made some target priority errors.
And
so.
that's not me being getting cocky. This has been one of the toughest.
So, all right, so we'll be back end of turn 5. All right, here we are. Warriors there. I marker lit with the Tetras, shot the Crute. I was only able to kill 2, unfortunately. He made his leadership. My Skyray failed of an epic proportion. Shot 4 missiles at that. I hit it once, and then he made a jinx save on a pen. This was disappointing. I needed a 5 to charge the Riptide into the Wraiths to try to hold them up, and I rolled a 3, so failed charge there. They finished off the Fire Warriors and killed that off. I jumped out back here with the Fire Warriors out of that Devilfish with the Ethereal, and nuked the Warriors back there, and that's it. So as of right now, tower up 6 to 4. Yeah, because Dan has 1 Crusade objective there. That one's open, and that one's open, so that gives Dan 3. The Necrons 3. This objective back here is the Emperor's Will. We had to move the hill, but it's being contested by the Necrons and the Crew, so nobody holds it. But I hold the one back there, so that gives the Tau 4. So there's Tau 4, plus I got First Blood and Warlord. That gives the Tau 6. And then the Necrons have Linebreaker with right there. So, yeah, 6 to 4. So Dan needs it to go on. I need it to stop, because if it goes on, I'm going to lose.
This is turn 4?
No, it's turn 5. You didn't turn it last turn.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn it was only turn 4.
No, sir.
Okay.
So here it is. You need a 3 up to play on.
What can I actually do? Alright.
So here we go. Play one more turn. There it is. All right, so we'll be back. All right, here we are, middle of turn 6. He wiped out my crew. They are dead. So he's scoring the Emperor's Will there.
There's a Shaper over there.
Oh, that's right, my Shaper. He fled, though. I failed my rally, or failed my leadership, so I'm going to have to try to rally, and hopefully I can get within 3 inches to contest that. He tried to assault with the Wraiths into my Fire Warriors. He failed, luckily. He needed a 10. He rolled like a 5 or a 6. So I hold the Emperor's Will there, so that gives me Emperor's Will for 4 points. He still holds Crusade there, and then still First Blood and Warlord for the Tau, and Line Breakers for the Necrons. So 6 to 4 still for the Tau. We'll see what happens. We'll be back at the end of 6. All right, here we are, end of turn 6. I was able to shoot up the Destroyer Lord and the 2 Wraiths that were left. Took them out. I rallied my Shaper. He was able to rally the 3 inches and contest that objective. So as it stands right now, Emperor's Will is held by the Tau, so that's contested there. But I do hold his Emperor's Will objective back here, so that gives Tau 4 points. Secondaries is Crusade. That one's open. That one's open. That one's held by the Necrons, so that's 3 to the Necrons, so 4 to 3. Necrons have Linebreaker, and the Tau have First Blood and Warlord, and Linebreaker. So 7 for the Tau, 4 for the Necron. So Dan, roll it up, boss. See what you get. 4 up to get a turn 7. Nope, it's over.
Okay.
All right, Daniel.
Good game.
Thank you, sir. That one was tight, dude. I made some errors, and you definitely made me pay. I was able to freaking come back and get a close one. Like, yeah, you from this game, from the first game to this game, yo, dude, I made a mistake. You made me pay. Like picking up troops, and it was no joke, man. You killed those crisis suits. You killed those crew. You killed my Fire Warriors. Like, once I put them on the table, they were done.
That would have been an extra point right there, man.
Yeah. Had I not rallied there, it would have been a tie on Emperor's Will. Dan would have won Crusade, so I would have had 0. He would have had Crusade for 3 points, plus Linebreaker for a point, so that would have been 4. I would have had Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker.
Still so.
No, you would have won. You would have won 4-3.
You want to tell me that a Shaper...
Yes. Yes, sir. You don't think it was close? That's how close it was, boss. That's how close it was, man. So, all right, we'll be back next time from the Octagon, dude. Next time, we're going to have some new lists, dude. I'm sure everybody's getting tired of 3 games with the same lists, 3 in a row, but, dude, the games have been tough, dude. So, all right, man. Thanks, everybody. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys soon.